Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here with your flipped lesson. And today it's going to be real easy. We're going to be solving and graphing inequalities. Now we're doing graphing on a number line, and this is really easy stuff. Notice this first inequality here. Hopefully you know how to solve it. I'm going to get rid of this x quantity here. I don't want x's on both sides of my inequality. Notice I didn't call it an equation. And so I'm going to get negative 6 is less than 2x plus 8. And now I have a two-step inequality, and you should be really good by now showing your steps. Okay, I'm going to get negative 14 is less than 2x, and then I'll divide by 2 on both sides. And I'm running out of room, but I'm going to write it over here, and I'm going to get negative 7 is less than x. All right, now here's the cool part. I come over here to the number line, and I find negative 7. How do I find it? I put it where I want. Then I'm going to show a number on either side of it. Negative 6 is larger, negative 8 is smaller. I'm going to put either an open circle or a closed circle, point that is, on negative 7 because that's the key number. And in this case, it's not equal to, so my circle will be open. My point will be open, I should say, because negative 7 does not make this a true statement, right? If I put negative 7 less than negative 7, that is not true. Now, negative 7 is less than x. Give me a number that makes that true. Say like 10. Negative 7 is less than 10. You agree with that? I do. And 10 would be way over here somewhere on the number line, right? So I am going to shade drawing an arrow that way. There you go. It's that simple. Okay, so let's check out this one. I've got negative 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 10. Well, first step will be to distribute. I know some of you might want to divide both sides by 3, and that's a good thing to do, except this 10 over here is not a multiple of 3, so I wouldn't do it that way. You still can. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but I'm going to distribute negative 6x plus 15, and that's got to be greater than or equal to 10. And now I have a two-step inequality. So I'll subtract 15 from both sides. Whoa, what was that? And I will get negative 6x is greater than or equal to negative 5. And now I will divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. Whoop, 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 whoop. There should be alarms going off. Danger, Will Robinson. I'm going to get x, but because I divided by a negative, my inequality is going to change directions. And I'm going to get a negative 5 divided by negative 6 is a positive 5/6. I'm going to find 5/6 on my number line. What two whole numbers would that be between? Well, I think it'd be between 1 and 0. It'd be closer to 1. I guess if I want, I can kind of move my 0 over to show you that it is closer. Now, am I going to have an open circle or a closed circle? Well, it says equals less than or equal to, so I will have a closed point there. Now, give me a number that makes this true. Is 0 less than 5/6? Or is 1 less than 5/6? Well, 0. So I'm going to shade in the direction toward the 0. And I'm going to put an arrowhead on that. Don't waste your time showing all the numbers on the number line. Just show the numbers that we care about in this problem. Okay, one more example, and that will be the video for tonight. Real easy stuff. Two-step inequality. I'm going to subtract 4 from each side. And when I do that, I'm going to get negative x over 5, which is less than 6. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 5. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did you hear it? Did you hear the alarm? The alarm sounding. Phasers on standby. Shields at full power. Whenever I divide or multiply by a negative, my inequality changes direction. All right, so the 5s are going to cancel on the left side. The negatives are going to cancel out, leaving me just an x. And I'm going to get negative 30. On this number line, I'll find negative 30 on my number line. I will use an open point Why? Because it's not equal to. I want to show two other numbers. I'll show a number larger than negative 30, and I'll show a number less than negative 30. And what will make it true? Which of these is larger than negative 30? Well, negative 29 is. So I'm going to shade in the direction of negative 29. Now remember, I have to put the arrowhead on because there are an infinite set of numbers that make these statements true. All right? Negative 29 is greater than negative 30, negative 28, negative 28 and a half, negative 27 and 3/4, negative 5, 15, 6 million, a Google. All those numbers make it true, so I need the arrowhead. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. That's your lesson for tonight. Good night, everybody.